Nithyanandam, with the gratitude to my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swami, and the blessings of my Guru, I make this video today. And I welcome you to this video where I'm going to talk on a topic which I came to know about only after I became a sannyasi, a Hindu sannyasi, and only after going through the persecution that our religion, our community went through in 2010. And there's a word that gets floated around to anyone who follows a guru, especially when I mean guru, I mean a Hindu guru, and that word is cult. Easily, we get labeled as being cult members, being part of a cult, having a cult leader. And I used to really dismiss it because it was so stupid. I could not even understand how people could associate that word with what I experienced and with our Sangha and with Swamiji. But over the years, as I became more educated on how different factions of society, different powers in society manipulate the truth and manipulate the information that the masses receive. And I can speak from experience, being on the receiving end of a huge paid media conspiracy and attack on my guru, my religion, Hinduism, in India. Now, if you're from the West, this concept of paid media, or they are even often called the prostitute, you may wonder why. It's a pretty harsh topic. See, in the US, we believe in freedom of speech, freedom of press, because access to information and the ability to express your views is cherished. And in all major democracies, that is the case. And when that is not allowed to prosper, you'll see all sorts of suppression happening in those societies. Now, India is a little weird in the sense that it is a democracy, but the media is controlled by few, and it reaches masses. Billions of people consume the India paid media. Why do we use the word paid? Why does anyone use the word paid? Because literally, you can pay to have certain news be broadcasted on the India media as if it's real, authentic, researched news. But nothing could be further from the truth. The media is used as a channel to propagate false ideas, lies, wrong understandings about different parts of society so that the masses only get inundated with those ideas. And naturally, they will believe it. If I didn't go through what we went through from 2010 until now, I would believe it too. We believe what we read and see. We think, how can it be false? I mean, if it made it this far, then it's probably true. No. If you understood the vested interests in the big media houses in India, who is channeling the money, who is dictating what is actually broadcast, and the level of corruption in the media itself, then you'll understand that news is not news in India. And you'll understand that there's different vested interests. Some are aligned, some are not aligned. It's just a free-for-all. They use the Indian media to propagate their vested interests. In our case, it is literally a religious persecution on Hinduism under the guise of bringing down some false gurus. Now, you don't get that full picture, obviously, when you get these news lines, these headlines, and you read the sound bites, or you read the news bites, or you hear the sound bites. You're very much convinced that some guru has done something out of line of what they should be doing, and they have all these crazy cult members and brainwashed followers. These are really nice sound bites, and these make good for news and TRP ratings. And so does the word Nithyananda, by the way. You'll see that the word Nithyananda is used in so many media releases just because of the TRP that comes with it. Now, this word cult, is broadly applied to many Hindu groups just because we follow a guru. We follow and worship a guru. And it has been misconstrued as if it's mind control or we're doing things against our will. Where actually nothing can be further from the truth. And I'm really not interested in explaining all my wonderful experiences right now that prove that I am not brainwashed, that prove my experiences are beyond any idiot's comprehension who uses the word cult. But just to let people know who consume the information that comes from the media in India, in particular in India, to think and understand that who is behind making the news. News is not news in India. So when you hear the word cult, where you hear some grand story about some Indian or Hindu guru, please question it. Please take it with a grain of salt and understand that it is not what it seems. Facts are suppressed. The judiciary, they attempt to influence the judiciary by putting false news in the media. They attempt to distort facts, make up lies, make up falsehoods under the guise of news. And because we trust news channels, because we trust them, the most we think maybe they're biased. See, in the US, we feel there's certain channels that are biased. But biased is not the same as paid news and literally fabricating news. And I believe there was even one Jon Stewart segment where he actually sent one of his correspondents to India and they made it on Indian news. Someone who was from the US had nothing newsworthy to report, but he just found a reporter that was interested and he made it to a news panel on an Indian news channel. It's that easy and it's that preposterous. Maybe there's a few percentage of good journalists in India and good news outlets, but I have not seen them yet. And there's not enough of us Hindus who are standing up and saying, no, we won't take and digest this crap anymore. I'm very sure what's on the horizon is media reform in India, because it cannot continue like this. So much misinformation is communicated through the media. Luckily, we have the internet, where there can be much more information provided, but then people have to actively search for it. You just turn on the TV and whatever's put in front of you, that's what you digest. Internet, if you are maybe seeking or you wanted research, at least you have that. And that's the way we can communicate and share our story. So when you hear the word cult, understand what cult means. Cult member is someone who is not allowed to see their family or friends, is sleep deprived, is not able to have access to the outside world, like no internet, no cell phone. I have a cell phone, I have an internet, I can call up anyone at any time, I can communicate with whomever at any time. I choose whomever I want to communicate with. That's my choice. And a cult member means you're confined to some place. All of our Adinavasis, sannyasis, travel constantly. From city to city, place to place. They're constantly online. They have access to the internet and the society at large. So just using the word cult because you want to put down our religion is not okay. And I don't allow it, and I say we will take action. Whether it's legal action, whether it's going to the press, whether it's just spreading right knowledge. So before you use the word cult, think again. And know what that word means and know who you're applying it to. Because we will fight back. And before you hear the word cult described about any organization, not just ours, understand this is bigger than just the Nithyananda Sangha, whatever news that comes out about us or the word cult. We're just being used as a vehicle to propagate a bigger agenda, which is against Hinduism. So understand that when they attack Nithyananda Sangha, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, an incarnation as per Hinduism, they are attacking Hinduism. So, an effort to raise awareness and give another side to this word cult, I made this video. And hopefully you'll take it with the right context. And if you have any questions, happy to share. But I dare you not to call me a cult member. I dare you not to put any comments regarding our organization or me being a cult member. Because that's defamatory and that's insulting, and I will take action. So, thank you so much, and thank you, and if everyone for listening, if you made it this far. And thank you, Swamiji, for giving us the voice to stand up for our beliefs and what we live and our lifestyle of the Hindu lifestyle. It's a way of life, and we will fight for it. Thank you so much, and Nithyanandam.